had a quick minute, so I wanted to stop in and make a little video for everyone. It's just an update. We're actually coming up on the end of February, which is insane. Finish at February went by extremely fast, and I did not actually work on really any of the things that I had hoped I would. I don't know what it is, but this month my knitting ADHD brain just went AWOL, and all the items that I had kind of inventoried and really wanted to work on, I just didn't really have a drive to work on them, and a connection to kind of get those things done. But that's okay. This is my finish at February, and I'm kind of allowed to, you're a master of your own knitting. So I will show you what I have worked on, and kind of, I do have one finished object since I last chatted with you guys. And this is my Melt the Ice hat. And, whew, it's kind of fun. I like it. It's very soft. And this is in Haiku Yarns. I'm just Butterfingers today. Haiku Yarns, in the line is Riley, and this is Baby Alpaca, Mulberry Silk, and Linen. This was kind of a fun knit. Sorry, I'm guessing that it just interviewed. This was fun. It was very easy. For the actual tassel itself, I did an I-cord just for fun. And then I saw some tassels that were like really, really big and almost like pom-pom-like, and then some that were kind of just a few strands. So I went with a few strands. I thought it was kind of fun. I have another one cast on that is just for fun. And what I might do, and I'll kind of get into it later, the cowl that I'm trying to work for the girls' auction, or school auction, it's just, the yarn just looks weird to me in what I'm working on, so I haven't finished it. This one's a little bit different. I did what's called the double start cast on, and it is cool because it creates a horizontal bar that frames ribbing really nicely. And if you're doing 2x2 ribbing, it looks even cooler because each of those clusters has this like really neat frame to it. This is a 1x1 rib, but it still looks cool. But yeah, so I should be able to probably bust that one out before the end of February. And like I said, yeah, I don't know what it is about this yarn, but it just, I don't know. I got all tangled up. Sorry, we were doing a little bit of spring cleaning, so my yarn bags kind of got thrown around and everything's all tangled. Okay, there you go. I don't know what it is about this yarn, but this, I was kind of just doing a broken rib cast on edge, and was gonna do the Song of the Sea cowl, but I feel like, just if you look, like, you can't really, the stitch definition is just lost. And maybe it's just that this yarn is too busy to handle, knit purl patterns. But I've also noticed, I swatched for a kind of lacy motif as well, and it was still getting lost. So that got put in a timeout because I was angry at it. But then the next item that I've kind of been working on, and I've had a lot of fun with, is actually a test knit. I am not very far because I am knitting a larger size. But I do consider this kind of at least worthy of starting for Finish It February, because it was in my pile of whips but I had completely frogged it because this was the cardigan that I kind of did my math wrong. But right now it's very boring. It's a 1x1 ribbed, and then now I'm just in stockinette land. And because I'm knitting a size that's appropriate for me, it's like I have to do 16 inches of stockinette. So, and actually because I'm 6'2", I'll probably do 17 inches at least, maybe 18. Thank God I have enough yarn. But yeah, so I've just been doing a test knit for this. It's due at the end of March, and so I've been kind of plugging away on this. And then the other hat, I have not worked on my gauge or my taming tension swatches at all. And I don't know what it is. I just cannot focus on the items that I kind of outlined and I took the photos of. I don't know what it is. I am normally, I am not as bad as I am with how many whips. I almost always have a sock project and a hat or a scarf project or a cowl. So those are like, I don't really count those. They're just the items that I can take with me on the go and I don't have to look at a pattern. And then I'll have one bigger project that could be a sweater. I've made some kind of kids clothes or a more elaborate cowl or shawl or something, and I'll take that, that'll be my big project. I've never had to where I have like 8+ projects that are just kind of dwindling or sitting there. So yeah, it's a little interesting. Maybe overhaul on the Finish It February. I think it helped me at least align and organize myself of, do I have the desire? And one of the nice things about the Finish It February, you can actually say, this project doesn't speak to me anymore, and rip it out and then put that yarn back, which I have done for a couple of them. So, but the funny thing, I actually, like at the very beginning of February, I went to a knit night at, it's called the Art Lounge in Anchorage. And they have every Friday, it's just an open space, and they've got crocheters, knitters, they've got people doing felting or needle felting, they've got people doing quilting or sewing, they've got all sorts of really cool crafts that just come together, and it's just fun to kind of shoot the shit and have fun and ask opinions of other knitters. And actually, there are, I think, 4 of the people that I know and I'm friends with there that are starting the master's knitting program. And so it's been kind of fun to chat with them about what I'm doing in terms of the, finishing the basics class and then doing the taming tension. And it's kind of been really interesting. A lot of them, it's been fun. They're both, or all of them are very much like me, where they're kind of at a stopping point where they're like, I need a break from plain swatches. So it's been kind of fun when we'll check in on each other and we're like, yeah, we're gonna start that again. We just need something to get away from basic swatches. But the fun thing, I actually kind of chatted about how I'm doing Finish It February with and how I did an inventory of all my whips, and they were like, what in the heck is Finish It February? And so I explained the concept, and they were like, that is just mean and hateful. I don't know that I could ever do that. And one of the gals who actually I recently met, I don't recall her name, I went last weekend, and she said, I actually did that. I pulled everything out, I put it in a bin, I started organizing, and she said, I don't have a count yet because I'm still getting them all together, but I'm at least recognizing what's outstanding and being like, oh, I don't really need to go buy new needles or more cables, because, hey, I've inventoried this and I can say, yeah, this project doesn't really speak to me anymore, and hey, I get to reclaim that needle set. So I thought it was kind of fun that she got inspired, and I told her it's not pressure to produce, it's just an intent. You're setting the intention of kind of inventory, evaluating, do I like this? Do I not? What do I want to do with it? So yeah, well, my kiddos will be home soon. I had one kid homesick today, so that was an adventure. And I actually recorded this video last week and couldn't get it edited in time, and then my phone died to the point that I actually had to replace my phone. So I'm starting over. It is what it is. We're okay. We'll move on. And hopefully this is like the newer iPhone, so it's supposed to have a better camera, and hopefully that's kind of better quality in terms of actually my YouTube videos. But I hope that your February is going well and that you have had time and some fun doing Finish It February if you are doing it. And otherwise, I will see you here soon in March, and that's insane. My children will actually be 8 this March, so very strange to think that I have 3 8-year-olds. So yeah, I'm excited, and I wish you all well. See you again soon.